He walked into his diner undercover, but what he saw was not just a waitress with a broken hand, it was a story that shook his heart forever. Imagine walking into a diner, expecting nothing more than a cup of coffee, only to witness something that changes your life forever. That's exactly what happened to an undercover owner, who slipped quietly into his own restaurant, disguised as a regular customer. He thought he was there to observe business. But what he discovered about one waitress with a broken hand left him absolutely stunned. Her name was Denise Carter. She wore the classic blue uniform and a crisp white apron. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't her outfit, it was her hand. Wrapped tightly in bandages, Denise balanced trays of coffee and steaming plates of food as if nothing was wrong. Most people would have stayed home, resting. But Denise, she pushed through the pain, greeting every customer with a smile. She poured coffee, served food, and wiped tables, even though every movement made her wince. Sitting silently in a corner booth, the undercover owner studied her every move. He noticed how customers whispered in sympathy, how some even offered to help, but Denise refused politely. "I can manage," she said, her voice soft yet firm. It wasn't just about doing her job, it was about pride, dignity, and responsibility. She knew people were depending on her. The owner realized this wasn't just a waitress. This was a fighter. And the more he watched, the heavier his heart grew. Then it happened. Denise carried a tray with a full pot of coffee. Her injured hand trembled, and the tray almost slipped. Gasps filled the diner. For a moment, time froze. But with sheer determination, she steadied it and kept serving, whispering, "A quiet sorry about that," with a brave smile. The undercover owner stood up, shocked. How could she possibly still be working in this condition? Why hadn't anyone helped her? Why hadn't he noticed this sooner as the boss? After revealing his true identity, the diner fell silent. Denise froze, her eyes wide in disbelief. But instead of scolding her for working injured, he praised her. He told everyone, "This woman is the reason diners like mine survive. She shows up when most people would give up. She deserves more than a paycheck. She deserves recognition." Right there, in front of customers and staff, he announced a full salary bonus, covered all her medical expenses, and gave her paid time off until she healed. Tears welled up in Denise's eyes. For the first time, the hard-working waitress realized someone finally saw her not just as an employee, but as a human being. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because sometimes the smallest moments reveal the biggest lessons in life.